Oh! The Bryan, the kid is back.
I'm back.
The Bryan.
The Bryan is back.
Hey, bro. You've changed a little bit.
A little bit, man.
Since you've got a Tesla. I feel like you're treating me different, bro.
Look. What is your name? Brennan.
Brendan.
I'm sorry.
Come on, man.
No, I'm sorry, buddy. It's just when you see an open road like that, and you're behind that thick wheel, and it is a thick wheel, and there's no sound. Oh, I'm sorry. Besides my high fidelity cutting through my ears, and I'm listening to some Biggie, and I just take the road, and cops go, "Who the fuck was that white phantom?" And
it's like you're from Back to the Future.
Well, he was mouthing. I saw him go, "Who the fuck is that white phantom?" As I, yeah, it was just.
But
too
no
fast.
sound, just like this.
No, and he was like, "Why stop him? It's too beautiful to watch." I wouldn't stop a cheetah running.
You're not gonna stop a cheetah.
Why would you?
Stride?
Yeah, why would you kick a cheetah's legs out?
It's a piece of art.
Well, it's
son
harmony.
Of a
It's a
bitch.
piece of beauty, and I move with silence now and heavy intent.
When you first got your Tesla and you got in, what was the song that you sung? What was like?
Row, row, row your boat. No.
Oh man, that bummed me out.
No. I will say this, that I get there and the Tesla dealership, they really go out of their way to make you feel like, you're a big deal.
Well, because you're spending $100,000 on a car.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm spending less, but you get there and they're all these very good-looking sort of people in cool outfits, and somebody comes out after I had to wait for a little bit, and they came out and said, "Bryan, how are you? Congratulations. Let's get you started. Do you want to leave your bags here? Would you like to come on into the showroom?" And
They give you a nice little cappuccino?
Yep, they had a nice cappuccino maker, and they had some protein bars. And I walk, and as I'm sitting in these very, very futuristic chairs and reading their magazines all about futuristic stuff, people are walking by in these very smart suits and very sexy women, and everybody's smiling at you. And one woman comes and goes, "Can I get you some water?" Yeah. And I walk into where my car is, and there's a giant bow on the windshield.
Really?
Yep.
Damn, that's cool.
A giant bow, and a girl named Brooke, very pretty, who is not only modeling the car for me
in a thong.
Milking
her titties.
Very no.
Well, that's what Porsche did for me.
Okay, but don't say milking.
That's
her
what Porsche
titties.
did.
I know, but she's not a cow, and also, I don't know if you think she'd be on all fours and there's a stool and someone is milking her titties. But I will say that isn't what happened. But thank you for saying milking her titties. And by the way, I wish you guys could see, for some reason, he's got his
my neck
hand,
hurts.
He's massaging his neck, looking at me with a lazy mouth and eyes, and he goes, "Milking her titties." Well,
no, sir.
she wasn't on all fours.
I'm sorry.
She wasn't having her
in my dreams,
titties.
that's how a Tesla experience would go. It's like the future.
Well, a farmer with big, callous, dirty hands wasn't tugging on her girl udders.
No, I think she's just leaning over your car going, "Here's your Tesla, Bryan."
And lactating all over my car? Yeah, no. Hey.
A good douche.
Hey.
Good douche on your Tesla.
Hey.
How dare you on my Tesla?
I'm in the middle of a story.
Sorry,
God
go, bro.
Damn
God
it.
damn it. That's my total recall, like, if I was in a weird alternate universe.
Well, I'm not in that weird farmer.
Well, what happened?
Farmer,
there's
cowgirl.
No farmers. There's no farmers.
Yeah, all right.
It's a hot girl in a thong milking her titties on
Don't
your
say
Tesla.
milking. I can't stand it.
Well, I didn't mean actually like milking.
Well, then don't say milk.
To me, this is milking.
Hey, this is not the Hustler store. Fucking, this is Tesla. It's my new car. I'm not in the Hustler store buying vibrators.
It's a fucking Tesla.
And you've ruined everything. You ruined everything, like a huge event in my life. And you, why are you making that noise?
I don't know.
No one in the Tesla leadership is going with their tongue
tits
out.
With their tits out.
And their tongue out.
Oh, man, I'm sorry. That went down a weird road.
All right.
So how was your experience, Bryan?
Do you mind?
Sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry.
All right. So, God damn it. So she's got a giant bow, and she's going, da-da. And I say, and I make a video for Instagram, and I go, "Do you come with the car?" And then I chose not to post the video because I just didn't want to show off about having a fancy car.
Yeah.
So I have to say, I'm not into cars. You know that I don't really, I feel weird about spending money
Yeah.
on myself.
Yeah, you feel like you're showing off.
I will say, at 49 years old, I've never had a nice car. That is a work of art. And when you get in there,
Piece of art.
when you get in that car and they show you how the car drives itself.
We didn't know how to turn it off yesterday.
Didn't know how to turn it off.
We stopped. We parked it for
It's
coffee.
a spaceship.
And I'm like, bro, how do you turn it off? I was like, I don't know. Pushing every button.
It's a spaceship.
It's really cool, man.
It's so fast.
Very fast.
It's so silent. And it feels like I've never driven a really nice car. It feels so like the phone, when I talk on the phone now, a speakerphone, people can hear me.
It's so clear.
It's so clear. Those are all little things I didn't, I'm always been driving cars that cost 30, 40 grand.
Proud of you, man.
Yeah. So anyway, long story short, the people that were helping me there were from Uber X, from Tesla X, meaning they work for the space program.
Jesus.
Yeah, so they were just volunteering
For
that
sure,
day.
get back fixing the spaceship instead of selling
Elon
Callan's
Musk has
car.
got some good-looking women in that space program because
you don't design spaceships that go to Mars and only have one girlfriend.
that's correct.
Yeah.
Thank you. You're
batshit crazy. You don't think Elon Musk is balls deep in some aliens?
I would imagine he's got those girls are pretty aliens. I'll tell you that much. Listen, there are very wealthy people that are going to spend $250,000 or whatever it is to go to, into space.
Not this guy.
No, I don't care.
I don't give a fuck.
Don't give two
No.
poo-poos.
No, me neither.
I just don't care.
Is there intelligentsia there? No, I'm not going.
I know.
Hey, do you have a Scopa there?
Yeah, let's eat food out of a tube.
Is there chicks with their tits out milking them on Teslas? I'm not going.
Yep.
Because that's here on Earth.
Hey.
Ask Callan.
It's not here on Earth. There are no girls who are
That's
milking.
what they
I'm
did
sure
at
on the
Porsche.
internet you could find a girl milking her tits
When I
on
went
a
to
Tesla.
buy my Porsche at Beverly Hills, it was like a rap video.
Was it?
Yeah, man.
Oh, but the other way, they had congratulations, Bryan Callan.
Damn,
I got a
that's
pen. I got an umbrella. I got,
rain here right
which
now.
is strange. It was so surreal.
It's pretty cool, man.
It's really cool.
Now, this is my question for you. To charge it, they have to come to your house and set up a charger in your garage?
Yeah.
But
I have solar panels.
Is that included in the payments?
Well, I have solar in my house, and it's the same company. It's related to Tesla, so they're going to come and do all that for me.
But is that like a separate fee? How's that work?
It's
like a one-time fee, and then you just plug your car in?
You can spend $700 to get the actual Tesla
That's not bad.
thing, yeah. Or you just have an electrician come and just put in a plug, and it's nothing.
And does your electricity bill go through the roof? Or
No.
That's not bad.
Very
man.
little.
But then there's also docking stations all around LA, right?
All around LA. It's so surreal. And you have
That's
an
my
app. You have an app that goes. Oh,
It's
here's
on the
other,
car?
Yeah.
Damn.
If I'm in my garage, I have an app on my phone where I can. This is so crazy. I can hit my app, and my car will turn on the air conditioning. I can set the temperature, and it will open the garage door and back out and be waiting.
Doesn't
for
it
me.
drive itself too?
It drives
on the
itself. It not only does it drive itself, it'll change fucking lanes.
Without killing people?
Haven't done it yet, but yeah, and it's apparently
do
a
it.
better driver and safer than you are.
Well, they say in the future, like most cars are just going to drive themselves.
Yeah.
So even car insurance is starting to change their business model because car accidents and car insurance won't need anymore because the car accidents are going to go down like 95%.
The only thing is that guys-
once robots come in. See, I'm a car guy.
That's what I mean.
I
But
love to drive.
I didn't think I was a car guy. I am a car. I love driving that car. The power and the speed. So I don't want to use the self-driving. I like driving it too much.
I bet give it 3 to 4 months. You'll get used to it. It's just weird. You get used to it.
Of course.
Then you're going to start hitting.
Well, it's like Aubrey Marcus.
autopilot.
Aubrey has this really nice Tesla, and we
Same
were.
car as you?
Yeah, his is the P85, so it's even faster. And I was like, I get in the car. We were in Austin, and I look at the car, and it was so dirty, and I was like, it's just another car to you now. He's had it for 3 years. It's like, yeah, it's just a car. Everything you get used to everything that's material.
Not Big Brown's Porsche. Touch my car, I'm gonna rip your face off.
Yeah, you take care of that car. You
A
don't
Porsche?
even like to valet it.
I don't valet it. You can't have food in my car.
Yeah, those are two things.
Yeah. Other than that,
Yeah,
and don't touch anything.
I'm very
And
excited.
don't look at me.
I'm very excited to give your girl the gift I got her.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's gonna be cool, man.
I really like this gift.
Yesterday we were we were at the Pally house. We're at the Pally house. We're trying to finish these Fire and Kid 3Ds. It's where we meet every time. But we get done there, and then I wanted to ride in Brian's car. That's where I shot the video of him whiling out in the car. It's so funny. And then we go to Alfred's. The street's Alfred, right?
No, the street is Melrose Place.
Melrose Place. Dude, it's basically like a fancy Abbott Kinney.
Yeah.
If Abbott Kinney couldn't get any fancier.
Just smoke show girls.
And then
and
Alfred's
rich guys.
coffee shop. Brilliant coffee shop. I did a little shopping. The shopping down there's amazing.
You went into Diesel and tried things on. They don't make a lot of stuff for Big Brown.
The
You
guy
need a shoehorn and some butter to fit into
I
those
go in there and
pants.
the dude's all, I'm like, yeah, I wish I could fit in this stuff, man. I love all your guys' gear, blah, blah, blah. And he goes, oh, have you tried on the new stuff? I'm like, no, they honey dicked me. I'm like, no, I haven't. It's going to fit you. It's like athletic build. So big shoulders, small waist, big legs. That's what they market to now. I went, really? He goes, yeah, I'll get you some stuff. I want like this coat, these fucking jeans
Yeah,
stuff.
right.
Yeah, I would paint it on.
No, you're too big.
I was like, dude, what the? He was like, why don't you give me your number? I'll call you when stuff comes in. I'm like, oh, sounds good. Fuck you. Stuff doesn't fit me. What's wrong with you, man?
You came out with one shirt, a T-shirt, in a tiny little like satchel bag.
Looked like
You were holding onto
like
it
a
like you looked like
purse.
you looked like you were holding a baby purse.
How was Utah, man? We missed you here at the Fine
When
Kids
you see me
station.
ski, I literally, like, I don't want to brag, but when I hit those moguls, you just see a guy going, hey, 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 hey. I just hit that was air. I was catching air. That was a long jump. You hear that?
Oh, wow.
So when I'm in the air, it's total size. And then,
You're on moguls.
that was a high. That was a really high one. I did 2 helicopters.
When you left, I had Boston Ranello on.
Wish I'd
A
been
lot
there.
of fight talk. You know what? It was almost it was
much.
3 personalities.
Yeah.
I think 4 with we were trying not to talk to each other as it was, and that was tough.
Yeah,
because
that would've been tough.
Ranello and myself like to talk, and then Kenny Florian, obviously a lot of fight talk with that. That was fun. And then
Chris
our
D'Elia.
boy Chris D'Elia. Chris was funny.
Chris is always funny.
You were missed though, man.
Yeah, I had a fun time. I tried to play the entire video.
Well, you posted. You don't have to. You don't have to play it. People won't get it. But
They might
you
get
posted
this
part 1, and then you posted part 1 again.
Yeah, should I play the entire minute?
I
or no?
wouldn't.
All right.
I mean, you can.
It's
Do you
kinda
have the whole
funny.
video?
I have the whole video,
Let's
and
hear
it
it.
kind of cracks me up.
Let's do it.
I'll be honest with you.
Well, don't do it from your Instagram. Yeah, do it from the actual text.
Yeah, I think it was kind of funny. And
He's so funny.
He just lies there lazy.
He's in bed.
And he
this
just
is
likes-
right after the show. He's in bed.
He likes to torture me, and you know what really bothers me? I edited it, and I don't have the whole thing anymore. That's just
let me
great.
see your phone. I bet you
Oh, I
do.
bet I do. I bet.
Go to Chris's and then go to details.
Look at what Chris sent me. He sent me a picture of his face with all this money
All right.
on his chest,
You should have
which
it.
drives me crazy.
That's
And
not it. That's not it.
yeah, I'll get it.
Well.
I'll get it. He goes, "I win between us." I get a text. "I win between us." You can't say that. Anyway,
Go to the video, B. There's nothing worse than reading text messages.
I know, but I don't have. No, I don't have it.
Damn, you got it. Well, if he sent it, that's not it. No,
Might
his
be.
shirt's off. That's not it, buddy.
Oh,
Promise you,
that's
it's
right.
not it.
That's right.
Maybe give up on this bit.
All right, we'll give up on this.
Yeah, it's all good.
That hurts me.
It was
that
funny
I
though.
can't Find it,
Chris
though.
was in bed. He just got done. Brian posted. You guys saw it on his Instagram. He meant to post part 1 and 2, but he just posted
I guess it didn't
number 1
work.
twice.
Sorry, guys.
It's all good. It's funny.
That hurts me.
What else been up, buddy?
You know what, dude? I'm doing well. I will say this. I have to say, I didn't want to bring this up, but I'm going to.
Oh no.
Well, I got people were showing me Travis Brown's a post. I guess he posted. I really like shutting this guy up, and there's a picture of him hitting you. He's on top of you.
It's like a throwback Thursday picture.
Yeah, a
I
year
didn't even
and a half later.
Hey man. Hey man. It's over, huh?
I guess.
I have no hard feelings for I literally have no hard feelings.
Well, you even said you like him.
Yeah, he's not a bad guy. I like him, his girl. There's no. It's just kind of like get over it, man.
Well,
I didn't even. This is how busy I've been. I didn't even see it till my brother texted me maybe at 6 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
You didn't even tell me. My brother texted me. We were busy editing the Fire and Kid 3D, and then we were doing some other show stuff. Then we picked your Tesla.
It was just
I
really.
didn't
It was
see
puzzling because I thought you had said something maybe, and then he was responding.
What's there to say? It's like, is there hard feelings because I dated your girl years ago? That doesn't.
Maybe
that
he's
your-
mad.
is that
Maybe
your
he's mad
world?
because of the trash you talked before the fight 2 years ago.
2 years ago? I don't.
Or maybe
I just don't.
you were being funny on when his wife posted those pictures on Instagram. You were being funny on Rogan about it.
Still,
But I don't think
that
you were
was
being. I don't think
years
you were
ago,
being
right?
insulting
That
or
was a
accusing
year
him.
ago, bro. I don't.
Well, people hold grudges.
Sure, move on. I mean, just move on, man. There's no. I
Well,
don't.
people
give
hold
a
grudges,
fuck.
but it's puzzling and weird and a bummer. Yeah,
It
you
is a
know. Come on,
bummer,
man. Hey,
man.
we're all adults.
I know. I'm just glad he got a break from folding Ronda's laundry to post. Thank
All
God.
right. Okay. You
Oh,
see.
you know what though, D'Angelo?
No.
This is crazy.
Oh, no.
This is crazy. D'Angelo Russell. I guess this guy just leaks all sorts of stuff. We actually, Travis. Are you kidding me, Evan? You have this footage. Travis Brown went to a psychic in Venice. This is insane. Can we play that footage?
Yeah. All right.
Okay. You're Travis.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, how are you doing, Travis? Thank you for coming to see me.
I'm good. Yeah.
Now, I'm not even going to ask you why you came. I'm a psychic, so I know. You want to know your future.
I do.
Thank you for coming to Venice Psychic.
Yeah.
I'm obviously Indian.
You're very,
Obviously.
You're very Indian.
Okay, great.
You're big.
I'm not that big. No, this isn't Brendan talking.
I know.
I'm the psychic.
I
It's
know
hidden
that.
footage.
Oh, I'm big, so I'm bigger than most.
Now,
people.
give me your hands.
Well, they're big hands.
Your big hands, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone shut the fuck up.
Not talking.
I'm getting...
No.
You want to know your future. That's why you came. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, yes, it's very clear. Okay, I see it now. It's very clear. You're standing. You're folding. You're folding.
No.
You're folding T-shirts.
Damn it.
You're folding T-shirts. You're in a factory. It's hot. It's hot. Your hairline is the same. I'm sorry. You're still folding T-shirts. There's a man. Oh, he's handsome. Oh, good Lord, he's handsome. Appears he's your boss. He gave you a job. Oh, he has a piece on him too. A great hair.
I don't like this.
Great hair.
Okay.
It appears as if, I don't know this guy. He seems very cool, very, very hip. It appears Brendan Schaub gave you a job in his T-shirt factory.
Oh,
That
shit.
is your future. I'm sorry.
Oh, shit.
All right. You know what? Let's try again. Let me try again. Let me try again.
All right.
Okay, last
I
time.
don't like that.
You only get 2. Hold on.
Yeah. It's very strange.
Oh, this time? Much better, my friend.
Yeah.
You're in a black SUV.
Okay.
Oh, it's a big Escalade. Oh, this
Okay.
is good.
Okay.
This is good. Much better than factory worker.
Yeah.
You have Bluetooth in. You have a suit on. You smell good. Oh, okay. This isn't great. This isn't great. You're an Uber driver. God dang it.
Okay. Well.
Well, Evan, that footage
Yeah,
is
that Indian guy had a terrible accent. didn't
terrible
he?
accent.
Yeah, I didn't
and
know he was
very
from
rude,
India.
man.
Yeah. Yeah, that was weird. I have never seen that
Me
video.
neither.
and
D'Angelo Russell just records whatever he wants.
I wasn't involved in that video either.
Me
but
neither,
yeah,
man.
I didn't
I
know
don't-
that was the case. I don't put a lot of stock in psychics.
I don't either. I think they're full of shit.
I just want, if anybody thinks that guy who was playing Travis was me, because if I run into Travis, I don't want any trouble. I'll be running away from
Such a
him.
pussy.
What?
You have no backbone.
What are you talking
That's
about?
my one thing about Bryan.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's crazy. You got that footage, man. That D'Angelo Russell, man. I'll tell you what.
That was that Indian character sounded almost a little bit like you.
No.
No, a little bit.
If I was Indian,
yeah,
guess.
the pitch. Yeah,
It's weird.
Was he from India?
I couldn't tell. I have no idea. I just got the sound.
Well,
We don't have
the
video.
guy said he was from India.
It's very weird.
Yeah.
Kind of rude.
Yeah. All right.
Either way, man, I just think, listen, I mean, keep your name out. Keep my name out of your mouth. It's over, man. There's nothing. I have zero hard feelings. I'm in my lane. You're in your lane.
Yeah.
Just worry about Cain Velasquez. I don't
You're
care,
pretty
man.
busy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What can you do?
It's just
keep
strange.
finding the
That was a
good fight.
bummer.
Not really.
No, for me, because
Really?
well, just
why would you even care?
well, it just bummed me out that
I even brought it up
Like,
on
I-
the show. What's he have? I don't even know how many followers he has. I didn't even know he had. The only and I'm not even trying to throw shade at him here. I didn't even know he had a social media. I didn't even know he had Twitter. I don't think he's really. I don't think he's that guy. That's just not his thing. I didn't know he had
I think
Twitter.
as a fan-
so people started tagging me when he was whooping his ex-girl's ass.
well, I don't know if he was. That's
I don't know,
that's
but
alleged.
once those allegations
Yeah,
came out, they
that's
kept tagging me
alleged.
for whatever. I don't want to be.
And he
part
was
of
found
that
innocent
bullshit.
of that all.
Yeah, I don't want to be
Yeah.
part of that bullshit.
Yeah, but he was found innocent of that. But I think for me, to be completely honest, as a fan, and you know, I like fighters. I'm a fan of fighters. I think, you know,
You would suck every one of them.
no, I just think I'm completely honest. I think he's a really good fighter. I like watching him fight. He's a badass.
Phenomenal fighter.
And I think that his abilities speak for themselves in the ring. I've heard good things about Travis, including from you.
Always been nice to me.
And
yes.
so, and I'm sure most of Travis Brown, he's a good guy.
I'm sure, but
Whatever the case, it doesn't matter. The point is, for me as a fan, it bummed me out.
But what else is? But what else would he post? Be it's like you can't post your last fight with Mitrione because you poked him in the eyes. That doesn't. People weren't too happy. You can't post that.
Yeah.
All right, go to the fight before that. Well, he got knocked out by Arlovsky in the first round, so you can't post that.
Yeah.
I don't take any offense to it. His last big
No, I
win,
know that.
his last big win was me. You know what I'm saying? It's a good shot. I literally could give.
But
two
that's what I
shits,
mean.
man.
That's
I'm
what-
not even that.
that's what
world
bummed me
related.
out
I
about it.
break fights down.
That's what bummed me out.
Really?
Yeah, because I was
Why?
like, because I expected a little bit more from somebody I
What
admire.
else does he have going on?
But that's not
Why
that's
would you
not a
admire
reason.
guy
That's
like
not a
that?
reason
You
would
admire
do
his
that.
skill set.
Yeah, that's
You don't
all.
admire him
That's
as a
all.
person.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
you
but-
know what I mean. When I see somebody who's
But what
really
else is he gonna
skilled,
post?
it bums me out that he'd be that way. I guess maybe he's just pissed at you and he's trying to
Still?
dig at you. I don't
Oh,
know.
man,
Why
that's-
would he do that? Was there a reason that did you post something
Ryan,
that
when
would
have I ever
motivated anything like that?
No, never. When would I
I
ever
don't know,
talk
man.
about him?
That's what I mean. That's why it's
If it's a
bummer.
fight, I'll break down fight. But anything personal, I've stopped doing that. You know, anything personal, I really don't.
People-
There's no need for it, man.
You never know.
Okay, so I dated
Yeah.
your girl years ago.
I don't think that's what it is.
Who
I don't think
gives
that's
a
what it's about.
fuck? Well, I mean, if you look at the hashtags and stuff, if you looked at it, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, fuck,
Why
I
else
don't
would you
know.
dislike a guy?
I don't know.
I don't give a fuck.
It's a bummer. We're adults.
But if that's
I don't know
like
if you
that-
should have played that video.
Yeah, Evan, I can't believe you played that video. I'll tell you
Evan.
what, we need to find where that Venice psychic is, though.
Yeah, listen, he's obviously from the Denver area. There's a Denver enclave.
Really?
Yeah, in India.
I heard pure Indian. I thought.
I heard Denver accent. I think he was an Indian guy who lived in Aurora for a long time.
Really?
Well, that's what I'm getting because I'm really good with accents.
You are good.
So I was hearing hints
So
of that.
he was born, raised in India, became a psychic, moved
Yeah.
to Denver, and now he ended up in Venice.
Yeah. Yeah, and we should also say that psychics are pretty much all scam
They're
artists.
full of shit.
They're all full of
Have you
shit.
seen the guy in E, though? The
No.
young kid who looks like Macaulay Culkin?
No.
And he goes to celebrity houses? He's pretty good, man.
I love that
I actually
celebrities
thought
pay
about
for
him-
a psychic. It's
Dude,
great.
I've thought about paying for this guy to come to my house.
Good, you go ahead and do that.
No, and film it.
Yeah. We should do it.
Yes.
He's a young.
do it for an
He's a
episode.
young con man. God bless him.
You got to see this guy, though.
Yeah, I'm sure he's very good.
Dude, how do they get the info?
I had a long conversation with David Blaine about he can read your
Well, he's
mind
a
and stuff
con man.
like that.
Well,
Well, he's a
he's a con
magician.
man.
He's not
Yeah.
a con man. He's a skilled magician. There's a difference. There's a big difference. Because David will tell you it's magic. David's not going to say.
See, that would be a con man.
No, magician.
It's not magic.
Oh, but no. First of all, David
Brian,
Blaine,
look at me.
David Blaine is not a con man. David Blaine is a skilled magician. There's a huge
Hey,
difference between a
magic,
con man.
Magic is
and
fake,
magic.
though, bro. You know that, right?
Magic is fake, but we know it's fake. But we love being faked. It's fun.
I don't think everyone knows it's fake.
Oh, well, that's perfect because they're super dumb. How about this? There was a
Well,
stunt
these
man.
psychic shows kill it.
I was doing the commercial for Miller Lite, and we had a stunt driver, and I'm in the car with him, and he starts talking about how he goes, I don't know, David Blaine, man. And I go, what? And he goes, I just think he's satanic, man. You got to be careful with that shit. I was like, what?
Yeah.
What? You're 40 something? What? And he goes, I don't know. He's touching into that. When you do that stuff, you can get into the devil and stuff, and the devil. You start opening portals to hell.
My
and
grandma
stuff.
used to say that.
Hey, it's
all fake, man.
cuckoo bird.
It's all fake.
He's a magician. But I would love to be that good at magic, so people actually thought I was
They're
magic.
the ultimate honey dickers, though.
Yeah.
It's all fake. It's all
great.
It's all just smoke and mirrors.
When David did his...
to me, David Blaine's no different than a psychic.
Oh, I completely
it's doing
couldn't
a
disagree.
service.
Bullshit. The psychics are actually saying that they they have the truth about your future, and they're taking money and they're doing a service. You're giving them money and they're lying to you about your future. The difference between that and a magician who does amazing magic
one's
tricks.
Entertainment. I'm with you. I'm with it. But the thing is, how does the psychic, like, I don't know, maybe does pre-stuff, like...
Bro, you know how good a psychic I could be?
No, I'm telling you, you got to watch this fucking kid on E. Or how about the lady, Long Island Medium? Have you seen her? Oh, my God. She goes in a room, doesn't know anyone, and just starts ripping off stuff. How do they know this stuff?
So
I'm not saying it's real, but how do they know?
So the way they know that stuff, and the way they know that stuff is this. And a lot of these people have been exposed. They have a waiting room where people are talking, and they'll have microphones, and they have rovers who walk around and who are gathering information from these people. That is 100% how they do it.
Everyone, though?
Yes, that is 100%.
So it's like a secret shopper situation?
Yeah. Hey, ready? Psychics don't exist. What does exist is this. People like me, who can read human behavior really well. How about when I guessed all the nationalities in that room? I knew that girl was from Serbia, from Turkey.
That's not behavior.
It's pattern recognition.
Or
I said in Austin, when you said, what's that girl?
In
Austin, you go, what's that girl? What's her nationality? I said black and Vietnamese.
But those are physical traits.
All I'm saying
if you said you're from Morocco, your dad died, your sister's trying to contact you, passed away 2 years ago from heart failure, then I'd say you're a psychic.
So let me give you an example of how this, I asked this FBI profiler. I said, am I a psychic? I mean, do you guys use psychics? And he laughed and he goes, yeah, I'm a psychic. I've been talking to him for 30 minutes at Katana at the sushi place. And I said, what do you mean? And he said, you want me to tell you something about yourself? I said, what? He goes, you'll probably think I'm psychic. I said, what? He said, your father's from the Midwest. My guess is he's a big guy and you admire him a lot. And I went, oh my God. Yeah, my father's from the big Midwest. He's a big guy and I admire him. He said, you know how I knew that? I said, how? He goes, you speak, even though you grew up. Oh, and then I think he told me I spent more time in the East Coast. I didn't spend any time in the Midwest. He was right. And he said, do you know how I know that? I said, how? I said, you grew up kind of being influenced by a New York accent, but I know where you place your glottal stop, which is the soft palate in the back of your throat. I think he said you raise it. I can't remember exactly what he said. You raise it. That is a Midwestern trait. You also, check it out. He goes, you're a small frame guy, but you when you're around men, you make your voice deeper, whether you know it or not. And he said, and that's from trying to be like your dad.
He knows people.
It was fascinating.
That's super fascinating. I want to know, and
but that's how you can fool somebody for being a psychic.
I don't think that's fooling, but I want to know how the fuck they know these people who have passed. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, again. I mean,
not everyone can.
David Blaine does that all the time. And
he does magic.
No, but David Blaine tells people about, like, this was your best friend and all that. And the girls start crying because the best friend's name is written on a cab as it drives by. I know how. There's a way to do that, okay? And it ain't being a psychic. And I'm not going to say how, but it ain't being a psychic.
How.
Well,
we would make tons of money. You know what happened at Finding Kid live shows? If you start picking people out of the crowd and going, your mom's trying to contact you right now. But
there are people.
We could do a whole fucking segment on it.
And it would be awesome. It's awesome until you start taking advantage of people and they start paying you to the tune of tens of thousands of dollars that they don't have.
Oh, no, you do it
because you're telling them stuff about people like their child that they love who died.
It is weird, right?
Yeah, they're bad people.
You know that lady from Long Island Medium, right? She's on TLC or something.
She makes a fortune. We have the same agent.
Yeah, we have the same agent. She tours around and just kills it.
She makes about, I think, $12 million a year or something crazy.
But the thing is, she
she
just rolls up there. Like, she doesn't have a sound room for those auditoriums.
No.
How do you think she does it? I'm not saying it's real. I really want to know.
There's a lot of work done before on that audience. I know.
And they say this lady's sitting here. Yes. Her mom passed. Her name's Janine.
Yes. And they've already, look at 2020. 2020 did an amazing expose on that guy from Crossing Over. He goes in and finds out the people that have died.
Oh, I remember that. He had a show, right?
So 2020 did a thing. The guy's got microphones in the waiting room. He's a bad guy. He is a liar. These people who do this are bad. It's a scam. They're all liars.
Wait till you see the Macaulay Culkin kid on E.
Great. I can't wait. And I love, by the way, and you know what? If people want to pay these people,
If it brings them
like
closure,
Sylvia
though,
Brown, who I think was already caught for fraud. She just died.
She's
Terrible
another
human
psychic?
being. Terrible human being.
Why?
She charged $700 for 20 minutes on the phone, and she's a piece of shit. But she was a horrible person, and she
you really don't like her.
she's a piece of shit. She's a piece of shit. She's a lying piece of shit.
Bro,
has always
I'm gonna
been.
give you a name, and
but
if you say something bad,
more
I'm gonna slap
importantly,
your
more
warm
importantly,
mouth.
she said, she goes, look, people. She was quoted as saying, people, if they're dumb enough to be scammed, then fuck them.
Nah, it's fucked up.
She's a bad.
What about
person.
Mama Cleto?
I'm sorry.
Mama Cleto?
I don't know who Mama Cleto is.
Really? She had the 1-800 number. You never seen those infomercials?
Yeah.
Mama Cleto.
No. And people will get so mad at me about that. You know, like people who swear by psychics and swear by all this
But there's
stuff.
no evidence.
You don't know, dude. You have a closed mind to astrology and psychics. No.
Well, my thing is,
Find me
if you-
one
if you-
measurable study.
But if you were
One.
a psychic, wouldn't you be just Scrooge McDuck rich? Because someone would be
Yeah.
like, "Hey, Jimmy Hoffa's body's here." Someone, like,
Yeah.
"Hey, man, that hidden treasure is here."
Yeah, you could measure it very, very easily. You could measure this. Remember what empirical evidence is?
We can't really measure
empirical
it, can we?
evidence, which is science, which is the science that goes in your car, the science that goes in your phone, the science that keeps you alive when you have a bad staph infection.
Yeah.
This is science. There's a measurable way. That's why my problem with vaccines.
You can't
talk
measure
about vaccines.
souls, son.
There is measurable evidence. They have done plenty of studies. They have on what's it called? On psychic PST. What is it called? What the fuck is it called?
First of all,
STP.
you're looking at a guy who went on Ghost Adventures, so
Yes.
I'd
Yes.
watch your P's and Q's.
Yeah, there's been all kinds of studies on whether, there is something beyond this dimension. There may be, but we've yet to be able to really touch it.
See, but to me, I like to think there is. I don't care if science hasn't found anything because I don't think we can come up with a device that's going to find it.
Right. I don't either. But
I
by the
think
way,
it's silly to try and measure it.
well, they were talking about how when machines become smarter than people and take over, like this artificial intelligence that's all the talk. So people like Elon Musk and Bill Gates, they're on the other side of saying we have to be really careful because if machines get smarter than we are, they're going to take over and
gonna
have
kill
no
all of
respect
us,
for
right?
for their biological
they
heritage.
don't need us.
And then Ray Kurzweil's on the very other side saying bullshit. AI is going to be amazing. But the arrogance on both sides is the idea that they actually think machines are going to be able to mimic what a human being really is. No, you're not.
No,
I mean,
no way.
feelings,
Conscious.
being aware of
Right
your
and
own death.
wrong.
The fact that we all know that our lives are going to end. The fact that you and I know that we are going to die someday
Mortality.
is such a huge part of being a human being. The clock is ticking. Machines, when machines can hallucinate, come talk to me. When machines can dream, when machines can have tremendous grief and sadness over the
Love,
loss of a
hate,
child,
yeah.
when they can really love. We are so connected to our physical bodies, the sensation in our physical bodies, the pain, the joy we feel when we go to a wedding and see our child being
CB,
married.
don't you think your body's just a vessel for your soul, and that soul goes on?
Well, now you're speaking religiously. I personally like
not
that
thinking
talk,
religiously.
but I personally do.
I
But
know
that's
that-
me. I can't prove it.
yeah, I-
Again,
there's no way to prove it.
again. Now people are going to say, "Hey,
You say you
have
gotta
a
have
problem
faith-
with
you gotta
you
have
have a problem
faith,
with
brother. You gotta have faith,
psychics."
brother.
Yeah, and I have my own magic, which is that. Which my own magic is
Black
is
magic.
is I'm making fun of people for believing in psychics. I have my own form of magic, which is exactly that. Which I believe we're more than just physical
Hey,
beings.
okay. So if I hire this psychic from E, that Macaulay Culkin kid, I don't know how much he is, but we'll figure it out.
Do it.
Will you come?
Let's get him on the podcast.
Yeah.
Of course, I'll come.
I don't think he's gonna get on the podcast and argue why he's legit.
Oh no, we're not
I
gonna
would
kill him.
I would never do that. if
No,
I
we're not
see-
gonna kill
like,
him.
What? I get a show on E. Why the fuck would I come argue if my shit's fake or not? No,
Yeah.
I want to have him at the crib because his house calls.
All
and
right.
You and I are there.
Oh, beautiful. I would love it. I would love it. And see what he has to say. You can read a lot in people. And sometimes
This
when
kid's
you
like 17.
when you give somebody their future, they will if
They'll
you
make
tell
it
somebody
happen.
they'll make it happen.
Yeah, I
Their behavior will lead, and it's kind of like setting goals. Tony Robbins always says, set your goals, and if they're really specific, if you see the goals in Technicolor, if you really if you detail who you want to be, what does she look like? How does she act? All that,
happen.
or what do you want to be doing on a daily basis? Yeah, your body will move in that direction. I actually believe in that.
If you believe it, you'll achieve it.
If you believe it, thoughts become things. I don't know about that. There's a lot of this stuff that bothers
that's
me.
bullshit. I hate all that.
Like you and I
smoke in there,
both
happy,
know.
giddy
You and I
shit.
both know, and I love this about you. Whenever you see a quick fix, you gain 30 pounds of muscle in 30 days and stuff. You and I both know that anything worth it, if you want to be really good, there's just no shortcut. You want to be a great tennis player. You want to be a great stand-up comic. I don't give a shit who your teacher is. You want to be a great boxer. I'm watching Amir Khan spar, and I was watching his precision, his ability to see, and his speed. Well, that's a lifetime. That's a lifetime of training. And he's also was probably put in the earth to throw his hands. But it just, these things, anything worth it that you are in awe of, took a shitload of work.
I just can't stand that whole marketing
and
pitch.
Time.
We have friends who do it and gain 30 pounds, 30 days, eat this, don't eat bread, gluten. What? Yeah. Europe eats bread all the fucking time. Yeah. Japanese people eat rice till their fucking faces fall off. Right. They live longer than we do.
How about the fact that vegans never bring to the attention that all the blue zones, I think the 6 or 7 blue zones where people live over 100 years in mass quantities. They all eat meat. They all drink alcohol. And by the way, eat dairy. A lot of meat, cheese, and yogurt.
Moderation, man. Exactly. So all that bullshit, all the hype.
It's also about community.
I've done all the diets. Never felt any different. I'm fine, man. It's just sugar's the biggie. Sugar's the common denominator in all this.
Yes,
sugar's
sucks.
the big one.
Sugar sucks.
And I love it. I just ate of shit. You had a Cadbury egg, and I had some fucking fruit pasta.
I nibbled on a Cadbury egg.
You sucked the cream out of it.
I nibbled it.
You sucked the cream out like a Tesla girl.
Nibbled.
Let's go to current events. Having the body, the cub, the beard.
Nibbed.
All right, let's do it. First one, we're gonna revisit a current event that we went over a couple days ago. The D'Angelo Russell leaked Snapchat video of Nick Young talking about how he's been cheating on Iggy Azalea.
Okay.
We found out where it came from.
Where?
Nicki Minaj leaked it.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Here's the storyline. On some cable TV show, whatever, I don't know exactly which one it was, Iggy Azalea threw some shade, as the kids say, at Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj is one of those wild-ass chicks who, she's fucking cuckoo, Yeah. Throw a little shade at her. She's going to be the person that takes it completely over the line. Takes it 10 steps further. Her camp got a hold of the D'Angelo Russell video, immediately posted it, gave it to this like TMZ.
How did her camp get a hold of it, though?
That's the one part that I do not know.
It means D'Angelo Russell sent it to his friends, who has a common friend with Nicki. He sent it to Nicki.
Can you describe the video?
You haven't seen it. We've been over it. So D'Angelo Russell, #1 pick for the Lakers, is rooming with Nick Young for the Lakers. Nick Young dates Iggy, right?
Yeah.
Who's a pop singer, famous pop singer,
Iggy
Australian girl, big butt.
Yes.
Iggy Azalea.
Yes.
They're sharing a room on the road, and he's filming Nick and going, "Hey man, how about that girl you hooked up with at the?" He's engaged to Iggy, and this guy's filming. Young kid, he's 20. Goes, "Hey man, how about that girl you hooked up at the club with? How about her? How old was she?" And he goes, "Like 19." He goes, "And how old were you?" To make sure of the timeline. He goes, "Like 30." He goes, "Dan, that's crazy. Well, have you ever hooked up with Amber Rose?" Like trying to get him in trouble, and then sent it to friends and blast.
What a
out.
piece of shit! This is his roommate.
Well, on the road, they play for the Los Angeles Lakers,
and he's on the same team, and he did this to his teammate.
Yeah. So check. So it's guy code, especially.
Are you kidding?
Sports.
That guy should be kicked off the team. I hate that guy.
Well, this is what they said. They said they sit down now. They all sit down for like lunch or team dinners. No, he'll sit down. Everyone gets up and leaves. They sit up.
Beautiful.
He had to get escorted out of the Lakers practice facility with security.
Yeah, he
walked out with giant security guards.
He's a bad guy
from his own team.
He's a bad guy. Why is he on the team? Why is he playing basketball? Good luck.
He's incredibly talented first-round draft pick.
He's phenomenal.
He's the future of the team.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere. See, I think they get rid of him.
Well, of course. Why did he do that?
There's no coming back. And
why don't you just get rid of Swaggy P?
Why did he do that?
Because
he's not that good.
It's not Swaggy P. It's the entire team doesn't. It's not just Swaggy. The entire team.
Yeah.
And they said
you have to clean house.
They said you can't trade him because you trade him. Let's say you trade him to the Clippers, Blake Griffin. Everyone's like, "Fuck this guy."
They don't like that guy.
So you're banned from the entire guy.
Good
code.
Guess what? Good. And I don't even believe in a second chance. That's just a shitty thing to do.
Yeah.
Why was he doing that?
They go, "Well, he's young."
Young?
No, he's 20.
Young?
He's 20.
He didn't know. He's dumb enough to know that he would have made himself a pariah that way. Like, and you don't even know this guy's situation with Iggy. You don't know what their relationship is like, and you just decide to do that?
Dude,
he knows what their relationship is. They're engaged.
Why would he do that, though? It's so crazy. Is he super religious and didn't approve?
No, what?
What is he? What is this guy?
He thought it was a prank. I was trying to be funny.
You're trying to be funny,
son.
you dummy?
I know.
And you sent it out to who? He sent it out to his friends?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that makes sense. Is he sent it to a friend, he sent it to a friend, and it ended up in Nicki Minaj's camp.
You'd have to fight him.
You got to fight him. I would punch him in the face. I would beat his ass. You just go up.
Every guy on the team, I'm sure, wants to.
I mean, I think that's appropriate. I actually think it's appropriate to go up and fight him and actually physically beat his
if
fucking
I'm the
ass.
coach, if I'm Byron Scott, I'd go, yeah, I need Swaggy P and D'Angelo in my office. You sit down, fellas. Swaggy P, punch him in the face. Go. And we're just going to end this here. Punch him as hard as you can in the face, and then let's move on. And go. And I'll record it, and then we put it on Instagram.
I agree with you.
Go.
I agree with you.
Ooh, good one. All right, let's move on.
Would Swaggy P beat D'Angelo's ass? Do we know?
I'm pretty sure he would. D'Angelo looks pretty fucking sissified. He went to Duke. He's a pretty boy.
Can you bring him up for a second? I want to make this assessment. I want your assessment as a fighter.
Swaggy P's a tall guy. I don't think either of them can fight.
Swaggy P doesn't strike me as the kind of guy that can scrap, though.
They're both athletes, obviously, big, rangy
matter.
athlete.
It
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
I mean, how many punches have they ever thrown?
Just this dude.
That's the kid?
Yeah, he's 20.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
He's a phenomenal player, though. You know what? He's better at basketball than Swaggy P, though.
Oh, for sure.
Swaggy P's,
Let me see Swaggy P. Swaggy P.
His real name's Nick
nickname,
Young.
right?
What a great
Nick
name.
Young. The real name's Nick Young. He dresses well, Swaggy.
Swaggy P.
Swag.
I like guys who give themselves names like that.
He didn't give himself that name.
And he was videotaping it.
That's him.
I got my money on him.
Me too.
I got my money
Swaggy
on
P all
Nick
day.
Young.
And that's what I do as a coach. You sit there. I'm going to film it so you can be a little embarrassed. You punch him.
You kind of have to do that.
Well, you can't, right?
You got to do something. Well, what do you, as a
Day and
coach,
age, you're going to get sued.
well, as a coach, what do you do? Because that kid, if I'm on his team,
They lost by
I'm not
40
on the
points.
same. I'm not on the same. I'm probably gonna say nobody should be on the same court when he's playing. I'd be that bad.
Here's one for you. This is how great Gary Barnett is for University of Colorado. I've kind of told. I don't know if I've ever told in detail. So I had a roommate who was the biggest bitch on the team. For whatever reason, I had to room with the kid, and me and him did not get along. We played the same position. So he was the guy where, dude, what's mine is yours. I eat like one Triscuit, and then I come home and he put sticky notes all over his entire food. Literally open the box of Nutri-Grain, put it all in, and I go, what the fuck? So what do? I eat all of it, and I throw out the rest, and then put it all back. Then I go to practice.
That's funny.
And I come back.
That's so funny.
Right? And I'm ready to throw down, right? I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna fuck this dude up, and we're gonna figure it out. My phone's ringing like nonstop. I'm like, what the fuck? I answer it. I go, hello. It's his mom. He called his mom and told his mom what I did. We're in college. We're juniors or sophomores in college. I'm like,
that guy sucks.
Listen to this.
All these people
Get
suck.
ready for this, B. So I'm like, what the fuck? His mom, and I just go, his mom's like, talk to me, like, yelling at me. I just go, get the fuck out of here. Hang up the super disrespectful, which I never am. Get the fuck out of here. Hang up the phone. And so at the time, there's only one parking spot for our place.
So his mother said, Brendan, you ate all of his food?
You got to pay it back. You need to apologize. And started tearing into me about my character. I went, fuck off, hung up the phone. Which, you talk to my mom like that, I'm going to rip your face off.
Of course.
Which is all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to fight this kid.
Yeah.
So, I'm never disrespectful like that.
No.
So then there's one parking spot. And he knew the only way to get back at me was to take that parking spot. Parking in CU Boulder is terrible. So he goes, hey, man, it's in our lease. I get that parking spot 3 days a week. You get it 4, I get it 3. I went, you don't even have a car. He goes, doesn't matter. I want that spot 3 days a week. It's in my lease. Otherwise, blah, blah, blah. All right, man. So he parks his bike there. He parks his bike in the parking spot. And I take my girlfriend's car who can't park there. I park on the other side. Well, just so happens that morning we had winter conditioning at 5 a.m. I go to get in my car, which is in the spot, and it's broken into. All windows are bashed. The radio's taken out. All my gear, football gear's taken out. My wallet's gone. I'm like, oh, well, that's the final straw. I walk in, and I'm like, all right, man, car got broken into because you want to be a bitch. We're going to fight right now. Whoever wins stays. Whoever loses leaves. Deal. We're just going to handle this like men. It's not going to leave from here. I'm going to fuck you up. And he goes, I'm not fighting you. I'll call the cops. I went, nope, I promise you're going to have to fight me. He goes, I'm not going to fight you. I went, that's not an option, man. I'm so mad. The car's broke. We've been through this enough. Whoever loses leaves.
Did he break in? He didn't. We don't know.
We have no idea.
Yeah.
So I take my sweatshirt off. I'm just in sweats and no shirt now because I don't want to grab my shirt ready to fight UFC style.
Yeah.
So I've been watching UFC, right?
But you hadn't fought.
No training, nothing.
That's great.
And I go, we're gonna fight, and he goes, I'm not fighting you. So I'm like, God, what's the number one thing I can get? Because I want him to fight me first.
Yeah.
So I don't get kicked off the team.
Yeah.
So I go fucking Ace Ventura 2 style, go loogie right in his face. We're face to face.
Wow.
He does nothing still.
Wow.
He's big dude too. I'm not fighting you. Good luck getting me to fight. So finally I just lost my cool. I grabbed him by his sweatshirt and I grabbed him and threw him through our glass door. Shattered our glass door out the back. Then I went to practice and told the entire team what happened. And I'm a good storyteller. So I just roasted this dude so bad we had to move out, right? Moved out. But the next morning, there's all this hearsay. He called the cops on me. What a fucking bitch.
What a bitch.
Gary Barnett calls me up into his office. I'm like, well, I was brand new to the team. I'm like, I'm getting kicked off for sure for this fucking scrub. This is how Baron Scott should handle this. Go to his office. Me and Gary Barnett had this great office. He has a huge chair, and you're knee to knee facing each other. You can't look anywhere.
Damn.
It's very intimidating.
Damn.
I'm like, damn, that's how I'm going to go. And he goes, sit down, Shab. He liked me because I was a hard worker, right? I was like I was a guy, man.
Yeah.
I fucking did everything he asked
worked
for.
your ass
I'd
off.
run through a wall for this guy.
Of course.
He goes, sit down, Shab. He goes, you want to tell me what happened? I went, Coach, listen, I didn't want it to come to this. And I told him, he did this, this, and this. I didn't want it to even get on your desk. I wanted to fight. Loser moves out. No one's going to get hurt. We're just going to fight each other like grown-ass men. We're in college. We're not grown men.
That's great.
And then the loser leaves.
Yeah.
I know, that's it, man. I understand. It looks bad, PR. It looks like shit. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to embarrass you. I get it. You got to do what you got to do. And he goes, we need more guys like you on this team. He goes, this is what we're going to do. He goes, come in and work in the weight room. I had 24 hours community service. He goes, and just have the guy sign off it. Just lift more. That'd be your community service. But we need more guys like you. See you at practice.
Beautiful.
See you at practice.
Beautiful.
Boom.
Yeah. And did that guy get kicked off the team or what
No,
happened?
he was the laughing stock of the team.
Yeah.
I told everyone's like, what? Because you're not part of the scribe.
You know,
you're not part of the circle.
I'm
you're not the guy. We found out you're the weak link.
You're the weak link. Dude, this podcast, it started with Travis Brown. It bummed me out that he did that. And then we talked about psychics. I don't like psychics. I hate them. And then we talked about this fucking dummy from the Lakers who can kiss my ass. And, he's young. And I usually have a lot of, he's a young kid. Fuck that guy, too. Fuck that guy. And fuck this guy who was on your team.
His name was Dan Getch.
So fuck all these guys. How about that?
Yeah, right?
I'm not
Bunch
quite
of bitches.
I'm not quite ready to say fuck Travis Brown because I like him and I'm bummed.
No, listen, I was just doing a funny bit. I
all
like
good.
the guy. I hope him and Ronda have a million kids and sail off to the sunset.
Yeah, it's all good. But I mean, but we've really touched we've hit a nerve with me. I've been calling people pieces
salty.
of shit. Jesus.
What else you got, Ev? Funny story though, right?
I love how like the narrative of bro code is so strong.
It's
in this
strong
story
in me,
that
bro.
Nobody even gives a fuck that he's cheating on his fiance. Nobody gives a fuck.
You know why?
compared to bro
It's
code.
not because I don't know the circumstances, but more importantly, you as a new guy with a 30-year-old dude, you videotape and could ruin his life without knowing what all the circumstances are, or what they,
You
who
just
knows?
don't do that.
You don't do that shit. You do not do that. That cheating on your girl, that's his deal. That's his deal. It's not my business. I don't know what's going on over there. But to expose him like that, you're
Can't do it.
dead to me. Dead. I will never watch that guy. I will actively root against him. How old is he? He's 20?
20.
Yeah.
Good. I've never said this because I'm 49. So anybody who's young like that, I give so much rope. They're like my children. Fuck that guy. And I hope he messes his knee up. And I hope he's working at somewhere not good.
Not good.
Good. You're an all-star. Nobody likes you.
Not anymore.
And I guarantee those athletes he's a pariah. You're done.
You might as well have fucking Ebola.
You're a child molester in jail.
Yes.
See you later.
No one is what?
I'm fouling
you
you in
ratted out
practice.
another dude and filmed
Dude, in
it?
practice, I'm throwing elbows your way. I'm kicking your knees out.
Oh,
He's gonna get elbowed and punched.
You're screwed.
I'm sticking my fingers in your neck. I'm doing all kinds of
Playing
fucked
for
up things.
keeps.
Yeah. You come near me when I have the ball.
You're for the rest of your life, no matter how good you're at basketball, you're the snotty kid in class.
I'm breaking his
no
face.
one wants to be
I'm
close to
breaking
you.
his face with my elbows.
What else
Oops,
you got, Ev?
sorry.
All right. Next one we got is a passenger on a plane pissed his pants, bit a bunch of Marines, and shoved his wife because he wasn't allowed to do yoga on the flight.
Man,
he got
takes his
bored
yoga
because
serious.
he was supposed to have his seatbelt on, and he wanted to do yoga and meditate in the back of the plane,
here's the
and he
thing.
fucking lost it when they wouldn't let him.
He obviously needs yoga.
Holy fuck!
Man, hey,
let the guy do a little fucking downward dog.
The yoga and the meditation is clearly not working if you peed your pants and bit a bunch of. I'm gonna pee my pants. I'm gonna bite these fucking Marines, and then I'm gonna shove my wife.
Why didn't the Marines fuck him up?
Well, when somebody's
Is he just doing
them.
downward dog? He's like, no!
because he's a pee-pee pants. First of all, you got pee all over your pants. You're
I'm
pissed.
slapping your fucking
pissed.
face.
You pissed your pants, and now you're coming at me with your teeth. Fucking mouth assault! They were probably screaming, mouth
Why
assault!
teeth?
Fucking you get the rear, get his flank, hold him down. Ah!
He probably got arrested.
Ah, you piss,
yeah.
piss
He got super
biter!
arrested.
You fucking piss biter!
His wife was like, holy fuck, that went terrible.
She must be proud of him, huh?
Oh yeah.
She must be so
She's super
attracted to
pumped.
him. Let me get
Oh,
this
you
straight.
know why he was on the flight? Because he was coming back from his 40th wedding anniversary with a Hawaiian vacation.
Well done.
That's how fucking loose cannon this
well, you
guy
know
is.
how stressful Hawaiian vacations are.
Dude, he just snapped, started biting bitches.
Just started biting.
Who bites, though?
I guess this
Hey,
guy.
Good luck getting close enough to bite me.
Hey, guess what? Fuck that guy too.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't
man.
like any of these
this
guys.
Is the fuck you podcast.
And he bit a bunch of Marines. I love Marines.
Me too, man.
Marines fight for our
You can bite
country.
anyone you want.
How dare you bite Marines?
a Marine, it's on.
How
I'm
dare
gonna
you?
bite your ass.
When they were trying
By
to
the way,
take him down, he
Marines
was
will
screaming.
beat your ass too.
When they were trying to take him down, he was screaming that he was going to kill everyone on the plane and that there is no God and just all sorts of
he went
wild
crazy.
shit.
He's
He was
good.
insane.
Oh,
He
he-
went berserk.
Oh, he went crazy.
Some people, you know what? He had a spell.
You know what? I wish I was on that plane.
Me too. What would you have done?
Knocked him out
You would have.
and been the hero.
You would have knocked his ass
Yeah, I'd
out.
been like, Brian, film this. I'd been like, Brian, film
But
this.
would you have
That guy's about to
punched
freak
him or
out.
choked him to
Punch
unconscious?
him right in the face. I'd been like, Brian, film this. And I would have went, World Star, Fire Kid 3D pre-sale, May 3rd. Boom!
I knocked him, put him right to sleep.
And then the whole plane's going,
Yeah.
Fighter Kid.
Fighter and the kid. Fighter and the kid. And I would have been like this.
3D,
And
$29.99.
the coward that I am, I would have been behind you and I would have been kicking him in the head. Brian, stop it.
As he's
Fucking,
out.
you pee-pee face. How dare you bite Marines? You guys okay?
And then we would have took out our dicks and then looked at the camera and went, this one's for you, America, and started pissing on his chest.
Pissing.
Loud.
Yeah, and a girl would have milked her tits on.
Oh, just,
No, don't say that.
All right, well, what else you got?
My father literally goes, I can't listen to your show. I said, why? He
It's
goes,
too much.
because you guys are just, you know, I'm like,
They hate
But
me.
I'm 49, dude. It's embarrassing. Like, he looks at me like, he's like, you know, you're 50. Like, he doesn't say that, but he just like looks at me like, I can't.
No, my dad's the same way. When my dad came to our live show in Denver, we had done, he was all, I mean, people like it. So,
Well, when he saw so many people waiting in line, he's just looking, he's shaking his head. He goes, it's just unbelievable.
he's all, well, I mean, 30 years of sports and you tell dick jokes now. So, you can tell he's a little bit like,
I love you, Dad.
there you go, man.
love
What
it.
else you got?
All right. So, first of all, I feel like there should be a disclaimer on this episode in general, at least for current events. If any of these stories turn out to be bullshit, I did my due diligence. I'm pretty sure these are all legit, but it is April Fools. You never know. So if some of these turn out to be bullshit or something, fuck you guys, don't tweet me.
Yeah.
But into the next event. What incredible talent is this woman bringing to the table that this woman, Rupert Murdoch's ex-wife,
I'm not mad at her.
so she got married to Rupert Murdoch, one of the most powerful men in the world, basically.
Yeah.
Got divorced. Now she's dating Vladimir Putin.
She loves power.
That is quite a lineup she has.
She likes
Oh,
power.
she loves powerful
Some
dudes.
women are very drawn. You know who else is like that? My wife. You know who would date Putin and leave me for me? My wife. And I'm not kidding.
A lot of girls are like that,
Yeah.
though, right? They like a guy in a power position.
They like my wife likes older men who are powerful.
Well, there's a reason you look at some athletes who look like warlocks and they have hot girls.
Yeah.
Because they have some sort of power, they have
Sure.
an ego, they have money, they're successful.
Yeah.
That's attractive.
Hell yeah, it's attractive. Whoa, you don't think how
I would jack off Putin right now.
I was gonna say I float this out there right now. I don't think we know a woman, honestly, in her darker moments, when she's private. I don't think any of us know a woman that wouldn't date Vladimir Putin. He's one of the most powerful gangsters to ever live.
Legit gangster, and runs Russia.
And the richest man in Russia. You don't think
You know
don't
what kind
think
of fun we would have with him?
Oh my god!
Are you kidding me?
Oh
Fighting
my
Kid 3D with Putin?
Oh my god! It'd be
You guys could do judo together?
Nah, I don't want to do that with him.
We could do judo. He's a black belt. In
No,
judo.
no, what?
Well-
You're gonna find me in those Russian whorehouses with Bear
Sir.
and Putin.
With who?
Putin,
You said beer?
Bear,
Bear?
Bear.
So you're gonna have beer in the Russian whorehouse?
Yeah. What do you
know-
think I said?
First of all, you wouldn't. If you're with Putin, you don't go to a whorehouse. They come to you.
Oh, you don't know Putin. You don't know Putin.
Well, no, he apparently has orgies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, we call them whorehouses. He calls it
Another
Putin's
day.
house.
He calls
it Putin's crib.
Putin's crib. He calls it.
And when I
another
said
day.
beers and beers,
he calls it a Tuesday.
I was talking about like some Kodiak beers and then some actual beverages too.
Oh, so you?
I also have a speech problem.
I say bear.
See, I have a speech
beer,
problem.
beer and bear.
It's a public school, you son of a bitch. We've done 300 shows together, so quit pointing it out.
I don't understand what you're saying
Yeah,
sometimes.
sometimes it's weird, isn't it?
Sir, sometimes.
Either way, Putin, holler at your boy, at Brendan Schaub, at Brendan. I'll DM me. I'll send a charter flight. I will get to you ASAP. I won't bring Bryan. He's old. I agree.
I will not bring Bryan.
Is that it?
So funny.
No, we got one more big one, and then I just wanted to show you guys this because I think this is fucking hilarious. I hate April Fools. I think it's ridiculous.
What are we, all 13?
Yeah, exactly. Everyone kind of generally hates April Fools. But PornHub pulled off a pretty goddamn funny prank. They turned their entire website into CornHub, and its videos put in like they made
really
like
funny.
porn videos out of like corn on the cob. It's hard to explain. Here, let me show you.
That's very
Like people
funny.
eating corn on the cob?
Yeah,
It's all CornHub. Slop on the cob.
that's fucking funny.
Hot young corn gets plowed.
When you click on it, it's just pieces of corn?
young,
Goes to corn videos.
hot young corn gets plowed.
For how long, though?
Like 30-second HD, people just like shucking corn.
So there's no jacking off today on Pornhub.
No.
Well, that's not
Well,
very
not on
fun.
the
That's
homepage,
not
at
that's not
least.
very funny, is it?
No. How often do you go to Pornhub?
Yeah, I've never been on Pornhub.
What
Is it
what
free?
What is your porn site of choice?
I mean, I'll check out some RedTube.
Yeah. You jizz.
Is that a real site?
Yeah.
That's what you go to?
I know a porn director
And
who
is
hit me to
Is it youjizz.com?
Yeah.
You jizz?
Yeah.
That makes me feel sick.
It's impressive.
It makes me feel sick thinking of you jacking off to you jizz.
Well, it makes me sick to think of me jacking off to you jizz. It's embarrassing. So I don't do it really. I have to say I don't go to porn sites anymore. Almost never.
What you watch on VHS? Something?
They don't do anything to me. I don't watch porn anymore. I don't.
That's not what I heard.
I've
let's
done
go to
it,
fan
but I just
questions.
don't.
Have I know Brian has to catch a flight here. And quit lying to everyone.
Quick
about
dropping
Pornhub.
knowledge.
Oh, you got dropping knowledge?
Quick dropping knowledge. The dirty little secret about electric cars. I got a Tesla, awesome car. My carbon footprint is still bigger than an F-150
Why?
because of the amount of energy that is lost when you actually have to burn fossil fuels to get electricity. The amount of fuel. So when you whenever you have to process energy and then drive it to and then send it, like put it in your car, you're going to lose a percentage of that energy.
Gotcha.
So when I have
Takes more
to,
energy.
yeah. So when you have fossil fuels burning in a huge electric generator,
Mm-hmm.
and then it sends it to a major, another plant, and then it sends it to your place at home.
Mm-hmm.
Along those wires, you're losing a certain amount of energy.
So you need more energy. to
Yeah, so
create
you
your car to
actually
move.
need more energy
Oh, wow.
to generate your car fossil fuel wise because you lose more energy.
Damn, I had no idea.
Yeah, I mean, I'm doing the very basic thing because I don't
Sure.
want to get into percentages, but
Yeah.
I was amazed at that you actually lose more energy.
You have a bigger
at the
footprint.
source. You have a bigger carbon footprint, which is amazing. I knew Priuses had a huge carbon footprint because they had to ship the nickel for the engines
Oh, yeah,
from
I get
China, and the bunker fuel that they used in
Dude, how about I've had the Prius for I
ships
think
is really
3
bad.
years, right? I bought it when I first moved out here. Yeah, I bought it when I moved out here to drive between camps.
Yeah.
I haven't driven in a year and a half. It's just been sitting in my parking lot. I
Yeah.
turn it in this month.
There you
Thank
go.
sweet baby Jesus.
I have to say this.
I love kicking
And
that
I
thing.
never thought I'd say this. After driving a Tesla, I don't think I'll ever be able to go back to a car like a Passat.
No, it's
It'll
only-
bum me
It's
out.
only up from here.
It's just not the same.
If you ever do, it means your career's going terrible.
I drive so much. I spend so much time in
You
my
drive
car.
more than anyone I know.
Yeah, that it's worth it.
Especially with the.
It's my living room.
I know. So proud of you.
Yeah.
Finally got it.
Yeah.
Now you're back on the road though.
Back on the
Let
road.
me have
buddy.
your car, bro.
Can't do it.
Let me have your car, bro.
My wife has got her. She's like, I'm all over that car. I said, I'll take a hand to you. Don't touch my car.
Your wife's going to be in that car.
Don't touch my car.
All right, let's go to fan questions, Ev.
Let's do it.
Fan questions, yeah.
Fan questions.
Fan questions.
All right, Ev, what do you got?
All right. Let's go to a UFC question. What are your thoughts on the UFC 200 card? The main event got announced. That is McGregor, Diaz, Dose. And I think it's officially the co-man, not sure. But Aldo.
That's right.
Aldo, Edgar 2 also announced.
Interim title.
I was at the Aldo, the first Aldo Edgar fight. What I was amazed at is how Frankie neutralized those leg kicks by diving into a double every time Aldo would throw it. I mean, just no hesitation.
I'm excited for that fight.
Yeah, I think you might see the same exact fight again. I don't know.
They're both older.
They're both older. Aldo's only 30 still, so he's don't
can't go based off age
because he's had so many fights. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's had some wars.
He's not his best anymore. Still very, 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 very good.
We don't know. And it'll be interesting to see that fight. It really will be.
Listen, I know I took some heat. Obviously, Rogan made fun of me on Twitter where he's like, lose my number if you're not excited for this fight. This is my thing. The reason I would watch McGregor and Diaz fight 100 times. Yes, I get it. I don't know if I'm managing Conor McGregor on the UFC and I'm managing a guy like Conor McGregor. To me, this is a no-win fight. And some people go, well, it's gonna make money. It's gonna get buys. I get that, man. But you're looking at the stick short-sighted, right? So, all right. So you're gonna get, let's say, 1.5 million buys for Diaz, Conor 2. Let's say Conor loses that, which honestly I don't know how he's gonna beat him, especially at 170 with Diaz on a full camp.
Right.
Size is a big factor here. Callan is correct.
Yeah.
I'm the first one to admit it after seeing that first fight. He's not gonna be able to knock him out. If it goes to the ground, that thing's over before we know it. To see Conor break the way he did in that last fight, I think he's going to make some changes, so it's going to go longer. It's going to be tough, man. Is he going to go to 5 rounds? I don't like the fight if I'm managing Conor. Yeah. So when I put the frustration emoji, it's because I think it's mismanagement of Conor's career. He's our biggest draw by far, not even close.
You and I spoke about this.
So why not say, you know what, Diaz is just too big.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
He's just too big. That's not the route to go.
Different weight class.
Let's go back to 45. Frankie Edgar's a hell of a matchup.
Fight that monster Frankie Edgar.
But I think he has a better chance beating him than he does Diaz. So let's fight him, defend that title, then let's figure out. But we're not in a rush. You're such a big draw. You're only getting bigger. Granted, you lost to Nate Diaz. People forget about that. You're still a champ at 145. Now, let's play devil's advocate here. Let's say he gets outclassed by Nate Diaz again. Then where do we go? And what Dana say? Well, he's going to fight for that 145 belt after this, no matter win, lose, or draw.
Okay.
I guess I want to see him fight after he lost twice in a row.
Well,
I guess the Mystic Mac is
Here's
there.
my biggest thing. We talked about this is, okay, let's say best case scenario, he goes the distance with Nate. That's going to take a lot out of him, okay? Let's just say that it becomes a slugfest or whatever. Now he's got it, but if he does lose that fight, which he has a very good chance of losing again in the same way.
Same fashion.
Now he's got to go fight Frankie Edgar. If he loses to Frankie Edgar now,
you're 0-3?
Yeah. Now the mystique of Conor McGregor is the shine has dulled quite a bit.
I think this is an ego thing. I think Conor was getting bigger than the UFC. Yeah. The UFC went, we can't have that. He's going to have too much power. He could leave and sell out arenas. You know what? Oh, you do. So as a fighter, of course Conor wants that fight. Yeah. Someone with no skin in the game looking out for Conor, he's go, that's stupid, man. Right. We can make way more money over here.
Of course.
He's just too big. It's stupid. Let's not do this.
Too big.
Oh, and you know what they want to do, right? If you win this one, they want to toss you George St. Pierre.
What?
Yeah, so he's a huge 170.
They want to toss Conor McGregor, George St. Pierre.
That's
good
the plan.
luck, Conor McGregor.
Yeah, so it's like, all right. And then if you're Nate Diaz, and let's say Conor does beat you, hey, bro, I beat you the first time. Where's this trilogy, son?
But also,
you just can't leave the 45. Now where's the trilogy? Plus, to me, it's an ego move. It's an ego move again. It's a mismanagement of a fighter. He's getting too big for his britches, according to these UFC brass. And
if he goes to the ground with Nate, you just see it no matter what.
Over.
With Nate's
and I'm
jiu-jitsu,
Connor's biggest fan.
I know.
I
don't know if you can answer this question, but we did some color commentating on the On It Eddie Bravo, 10th Planet
Invitational, yes.
was awesome. Wilder Key and Nathan Orchard fought in the finals. Nathan Orchard ended up winning. It was so awesome. I don't know if you can answer this question, but I'm trying to assess how good Nate is. How would Nate do in that competition?
Very, very well.
Very, very well. So he's been
a black belt for years.
high-level, crazy black belt. You can't catch up to that. What
I
I was
he's
so amazed
second for
is-
most submissions in the UFC finishes.
God.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it at all.
I'm pretty sure he's second for most
Yeah, so
finishes.
what
11
is-
or something
what
like
is
Maya's
Conor
probably first.
What is Conor thinking? He's going to stand there and box him, huh?
It's an ego thing.
gonna
Fighters
box
want to redeem themselves.
all right.
But listen, this is, of course he does.
Yeah.
As a manager, as a owner of the UFC, I'm going, listen, I get it, man. Let's put that on ice for a little bit. Let's go work out 145. Maybe do a super fight with anything past that 55 or something like that. But, dude, the 70, obviously, you threw the kitchen sink at Nate Diaz. It didn't affect him one fucking bit. It literally didn't even. He wasn't rocked. He wasn't phased. He kept coming forward. And even I was like, God damn it.
You said it. You looked at me and go, he's just too big.
It fucking
He's just too
sucks,
big.
man.
He's a big boy.
I want Conor to beat the game, but this is the route. And
This is the game called MMA.
and now I know all the Irish fans, they tweet, "Oh, Shab, I can't believe you don't believe in it." No. I believe in Conor. I think it's the best thing that happened in the UFC in a very, very long time. I want to see it happen. I believe we're going to see a book. It's going to say the mismanagement of the biggest star in fighting history. There's going to be a picture of Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
And it bums me the fuck out.
To be fair about the mismanagement comment, his managers don't want him to fight Nate again. John Kavanaugh came outright and was like, "This is not what we wanted to do." He cannot be talked out of it. It's the only thing he gives a fuck about.
Hey, Ev, I'm not saying it's his management. I'm saying the UFC's management. Yeah. UFC's the ultimate manager.
Yeah.
There's no union.
Yeah.
I'm saying Dana White, there's going to be an asterisk.
Dana White should be protecting his golden pony.
Dana White's protecting his ego to make sure no one gets bigger than the UFC. He's doing a hell of a job, too.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Next question.
One more?
Yes.
We'll do a couple more.
I got some fucking
All right, Bryan.
bombs I could drop right now. I don't feel like it, though. So.
Bryan,
get
what
me
was
started.
the first song you played in the Tesla?
Play it.
It's so good. I love this song.
We got this song from Aubrey Marcus.
I'm getting hip. I actually got this song from my nephews, and it goes.
The Biggie one?
Yeah.
What you wanna do? We'll turn it up, son.
Wait for it. Here comes Biggie. Yeah. Yeah. Come on, Biggie. Sing it.
Okay.
Yeah. Go.
That's me.
That's me.
Bad boy, baby.
Yeah, bad boy.
Ralph Dress Van.
Man, play that clarinet or saxophone,
Play that fucking sax.
whatever that is.
Play the shit out of those drums.
Yeah, that's good, right? A good sax. Ready? Listen it. Ha.
I'm similar to the thriller in Manila. Honeys call me bigger, the condom filler. Whether it's stiff tongue,
feel like we
I'm not mad at the song at all.
I feel like we need to play this song at every live show from now on.
Me too.
This sets off a good vibe.
That
does.
We're gonna send this to the Texas store people.
All right, let's drop this up
Yeah,
before
we don't
we
get
get sued.
sued.
I'm gonna go listen to that in my. Well, I didn't bring the Tesla.
You brought the Lexus?
The Passat. All right.
Oh, gotcha. All right, Ev. What else do you have?
Callan, a few weeks ago, you and Shab were on Rogan's podcast, and y'all were talking about what makes you the happiest. And you were about to say the times that made you happiest, and Rogan and Shab went on a tangent, and you never got to say it.
Oh.
Surprise! What are the times that make you happiest?
I think the times that make me happiest, to be completely honest, are when I'm with my friends, laughing and eating great food. The other times are when I come up with new ideas, original ideas, and I feel like I did my work that day, stand-up wise. Like I feel like I'm being true to who I really am and being true to the responsibility, to the opportunity I've been given.
I got one for you, B.
Yeah.
How about the response you've got for your comedy special that you was never really going to air?
That's so appreciated and so amazing. I'm so hard on myself though because
You're the worst critic of yourself.
I'm terrible, but I very much appreciate. I've been very flattered at the massive response, and I have to say, guys, that when we drop this 3D series, all I'm going to say is I don't want you to think of it as Key and Peele or sketch. It's nothing like that. It is going to be I think I will say this. It's unique.
It's a show.
It's original. It's a show.
If you're wondering what it is,
it's a show.
It is a Finally Kids show.
It's original, and I think and I'm very proud of it because it's different, because it hasn't been done. We've done things that are different on a shoestring budget, and we didn't have a lot of time. But on our terms.
Which is important.
Yeah, and I think I'm proud of I'm proud of what we did.
Hell yeah. And also go to tfatk3d.com. We're switching the shirt that, remember I say they're all limited edition. Everyone thinks I'm honey dicking. I'm not. So that first run, the limited edition, which was gray, that had the official Fire Kid 3D logo on it, we're switching it now. You remember those Dare shirts when we were all in middle school, elementary, the Dare shirt? Well, it's inspired by one of the episodes where Bryan and I do a PSA on why not to do drugs. That's all I'm going to tell you. It's ridiculous. It's like a PSA you've never seen. Bryan and I do a PSA on why you shouldn't do cocaine and crack, and it goes crazy. So that inspired this Dare shirt, and instead of the D-A-R-E, it's T-F-A-T-K, just like Dare, and it has it looks identical. It's a vintage shirt, so it looks like you had it from middle school. And on the back has Fire the Kid 3D logo. Again, you can only get that with the pre-sale, and that will start this week. So TFATK 3D, you get it right if you buy it right now. You get the new limited edition Dare Fire the Kid 3D shirt, Bryan Count special, and those come right away. And then on May 3rd, you get all 12 episodes of Fire Kid 3D plus bonus footage. I
have to say also, you guys, we've said it before, but to see how many we've already sold
we have a long ways to go.
I know, but I'm so amazed. I'm so amazed, man. Hey, this weekend when this drops, I will be at the San Jose Improv. Come and see me. I'm doing stand-up, for God's sake.
And then next week, Bryan Callen and myself, the Fire Kid Live Tour is back. We're in Texas, but we're starting New Orleans at the House of Blues in New Orleans. We're going to meet our friend Ray Bees. Ray Bees is going to be in New Orleans. We are headed to New Orleans on Thursday, Dallas on Friday, Houston on Saturday. Those are all at the House of Blues. Go to tfatk.com right now to get tickets. It's one night, one show only in each city. We're almost sold out, I think, at all venues. Go check right now, see what's left. I know they released more tickets for whatever reason, like hold some on, but tfatk.com, New Orleans, Houston, Dallas. You're welcome. This is the Fire the Kid. We're out.